Welcome back to the HoodCast.
The opinions expressed on the HoodCast are those of the guests and the host. They reflect no inference or agreement by Hood Tech Productions or Hood Tech Productions LLC or HoodCast LLC. The information presented on the HoodCast is not intended to offend any race, creed, religion, sexual orientation, or nation of origin. Please listen at your own discretion.
It is now time.
It's time.
Get ready. Let's do it.
What's good?
What it do, Willie Biggs? I think that it is time for the show, bro.
All right, it's the HoodCast theme song. It's about time we gave y'all a new one. So G-Mac got us in the booth. Let's go.
Hey man, we back. It's the show from the past. So get your drink and grab a seat because we're here. And if I didn't before, let me make it clear. We on Instagram and Facebook, turn us loud up in your ear. We're shining brighter than a hanging crystal chandelier. Hanging from the roof, shenanigans funny as hell. You know, man, we the truth. Without further ado, I hit the boards and grab the mic. We get online a little early so we can get our sound right. And then we go off and show off when we do our thing. We spit the truth to the world. I hope you understand our slang. I am the host who they call G-Mac the boss. Trying to make up for the lost time in the few years that we lost. We play that 5S music, it's the same thing all the time. My passion is so dapper, you can tell it in this rhyme. I'm good on my refreshments, I done been went to the store. The moment we all be waiting for. It's our time now for the show, yeah.
All right, let's go. It's HoodCast. You know what it is, your favorite show, twice a week. www.hoodcast.podomatic.com, hoodtechproductions.com. G-Mac, I'll tell them what it is, bro.
The show that's in the present, but it's from the past. They say the HoodCast boys are one hell of a cast. It's the show that say that makes your stomach weak. Instagram and Facebook twice a week. The show that's in the present, but it's from the past. They say the HoodCast boys are one hell of a cast. It's the show that say that makes your stomach weak. Instagram and Facebook twice a week.
This is Robot Ron, and now the moment you all been waiting for. G-Mac, Willie Biggs, and Code Cup.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. What it do? Welcome back to another edition of Hood Tech Presents the HoodCast. www.hoodtechproductions.com. This is HoodCast 314. And of course, I'm in this thing as I always am, G-Mac the boss. With my co-hostesses, Jen E. And Mr. Burge himself.
What's up, people?
Biggs.
How you feeling tonight, folks?
Yo, it's good to be back, bro. It's good to be
Monday
back.
has had more sequels than The Fast and the Furious. I'm
Almost
over
Feliz Navidad. What's up, fam?
Yeah.
What's up?
Jim's had a hard day. Jim, what's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Mental illness is real.
Oh, no.
Yes, it is.
Lord, child, the stories I could tell y'all.
So is that camera angle. I'm starting to wonder what. Anyway, okay. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you feel better now?
Yeah, hold that boy up for the entire show. For the entire show.
Be like, now I know what them guys been running
titties.
from. Now.
We don't want to see your titties.
I know what them fellas been squawking about, Jen, there. Come on, Jen. I know you had a long day. She got the hair pulled back. She tired. Like, I'm not putting up with your shenanigans tonight. She's got that look on her face. She's like, I need a 3-piece, some wine, popcorn, going to bed. I feel you.
Yeah. And then I still had to come home and like adult. So I'm tired.
What are you adulting, dude? That's what I want to know. What are you adulting?
Laundry. I hate laundry.
Oh.
Do like I do. Just throw away everything that you don't like and buy new shit and keep shopping.
Yeah, why did you just say I had to do laundry instead of all that adulting and shit?
That's
because
what
it's part
adulting
of
is.
being an adult.
Doing laundry.
And see, I have OCD, so it has to be folded and put away immediately.
Thank you. I cannot deal with people who
That
stack their
drives
laundry
me
up
nuts. I can't do it.
and then want to pull shit out of a pile. Wonder
And
why
they
you
put it
smell
in the
like baby
dryer.
poo. You smell like baby piss because your clothes is mixed up with dirty shit.
Baby poo.
I can't do it.
Yeah. I had a laundry mishap. Wasn't a laundry mishap, but I was doing my grandbaby's laundry. She had a big bag of laundry. So my granddad was with me for 2 days. So I was doing the laundry. I'm going through it. I'm, trying to. I got the little detergent, the Dreft or whatever for the babies because I don't want her to, not sensitive on her little skin. So I'm going through there and I'm looking at this item of clothing. I'm trying to figure out like how does my grandbaby wear this? And I realized this is not my grandbaby's. This is somebody else's drawers in the laundry with my grandbaby's stuff.
Probably daddy's.
No, it wasn't daddy's. No,
not you. I'm talking about the baby's daddy.
No, it wasn't the baby's daddy drawers either. Anyway, after I went and burned my eyes out and set my hands on fire to cleanse myself from that.
Speaking of cleansing, the practical joke, I have got to get Biggs back. And I'm going to get Biggs back in person. The level of terror and destruction, as God is my witness.
You asked, hey, I'm sorry, it was too easy. It was too easy.
When I tell you I clutched my pearls.
G-Mac, you saw the thing she sent us, right?
Yeah.
So she sent us this can I see what you sent, Jen?
Yes.
So she sent she sent the sex dice.
Yeah, the sex dice.
Sex dice game and some body oils. Text it to us in the group chat, right? So I'm sitting there and my wife is like 4 inches away or whatever. We sit there talking.
What's going on over here?
I click on the image and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I just, how you don't look over, you just kind of glance over, and I can already feel this heat on my neck. Like, I was like, I'm looking like, oh. So then I'm scrolling, and then it's, we can talk about it on the show, and I'm just like, well, that should have came first before this image came through. Because my wife was looking at me, so I text Jen back like, yo, you don't send a married man those sex dice and oils and shit. I got some splaining to do over here, Lucy. And she like, no, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, me and my wife were laughing at her. My wife's like, tell her I'm mad. I was like, yeah, my wife pissed at me. She was like, I'm sorry, I didn't. So then my wife sent a picture of ourselves laughing at Jen.
And they are like grinning.
Then we gritted our ass because we've been laughing for the last 5 minutes. But I was like, if my wife wasn't an understanding woman, that shit could have been fucked up.
Right.
You sent a guy sex dice and some oils.
But let me tell you what happened.
What happened, Jen?
So.
Well, you sent a married man a picture of some sex dice.
No, this is what happened. So.
Married man.
I had been in the gas station getting gas on several occasions. And one or two things will hold up the line. Either people wanted to scratch off their lottery tickets right then and there.
Fucker, I hate them people.
And you know what? It was so bad at one of the gas stations, they put like a little stand for people to go over there and do it.
Right.
They won't. They won't go over there.
Superstition. So, like, no, if I move away, it won't give me the winner.
Right, that part. So I noticed it's either that or this royal jelly that's holding up the line. So I had to ask. No, that's what it's called because it's legit raw honey and some African rainforest stuff mixed in with it.
Is this supposed to be used for intercourse or just massages?
No, you drink it and then you down it.
Oh, you drink. Okay, I thought it was like a lubricant. I said that honey ain't a good idea. That's gonna be a sticky mess right there. That's gonna be
I expect that. I just don't expect that coming from you. Be quiet. But anyway,
it's not gonna work out well.
So I had to ask, what was this about? So I was told. So I went on an excursion Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Getaway.
Uh-oh.
So I was like, okay then.
Oh shit.
2 packs, $14.99 a piece.
A dice?
Of that oil?
No, of the royal jelly.
Royal jelly.
You just say that one time. How much?
$14.99.
$15 a pack.
But a box of them, $50.
Oh, that don't make that math ain't mathing.
Right. No, it's over there by the Golden Seals, ain't it?
How would you know?
Hey, I dabble a little bit. You know, see what I'm saying? Little,
let me
male enhancement pills.
Freak niggas know what a freak shit is.
Let me just say this. It's a bad idea.
Hmm.
Um,
What it tastes like?
when you, I didn't take it,
Oh, okay.
Hey,
but let me
PSA
just
world,
say, it's
hey
a bad
PSA
idea.
world. Most of that shit behind the counter that you see at your grocery at
It's a
your
bad idea.
gas station that
Don't.
say it improves your sexual
That shit is
your,
not safe.
It's not safe.
they say
No,
that shit
no,
don't work. I
no.
probably done
Yes, it
tried
does.
everything back there.
There's
Shit don't
something wrong
work.
with you.
That shit don't work.
Now, let me just say something wrong. You might want to go see somebody. Let me say this. That right there is a young man's game. Let me tell you why. As a matter of fact, I need to check on him. Um,
Young man's game.
it's
Yeah,
a young
Jen got a
man's game.
motherfucker tied up in the basement with a rubber mask on. Ball in his
Now, let me
mouth.
tell you what happened. So,
Force feeding this nigga raw jelly.
about went out to eat probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Went to the store, went shopping, whatever, and he took it.
Mm.
So about 7:30, 8 o'clock. But this is where things went horribly wrong.
For what? What? For one thing, what did he take?
The
Because you know
the
there's plenty of mental enhancement pills out there.
The raw jelly.
no
Oh,
the
the
raw
jelly.
jelly,
Okay, okay.
which is the honey. What is also known as a honey pack.
Wait, so
And
wait, hold on, Jen. So did he just drink it straight? He
yeah,
just
you drink it
asking
straight out
for a
the pack,
friend.
and
Okay.
then you drink water
Okay.
afterwards. So 30, 45 minutes tops.
Hmm.
I'm talking about turn you into a calculus problem.
Mm.
That's how hard it was.
Yes, sir. So anyway,
I
here's the problem.
don't want to hear this. Okay.
The problem
Is your mama
is
on tonight?
about no,
Your mama.
no,
Okay, good. What about your
no.
kids? Are kids watching tonight? Okay. It's just your coworkers. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we've discussed this because now they left during lunch and got them some.
Everybody ran to the gas station doing lunch.
They probably the Valero station probably didn't know what was going on.
Mm.
So
Right.
about an hour 45 minutes. At some point, something has got to give here,
Oh.
and
All right. That can make it stay hard that long. You know, hour
So
45 minutes. Yeah.
so did you have to tap
Pound
out, Jen?
town. Come on
You had
down
to
to
tap
Pound
out, Jen?
Town. Pound Town.
and the thing about it is that I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, and I'm like, and he's like,
What's up? Let's do this.
no, like at some point
Like you bullshit.
there has to be a dismount.
So what you're saying is did he ever come to completion?
Two
More than
hours, 30 minutes later. Now here's what happened: headache, dizzy.
but did he ever get to completion or was it 2 hours
Yes,
and 30 minutes to get to completion?
to get there. Now
Oh,
here's what happened.
that's that mushroom high right there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's that shroom right there, buddy.
The
Here's what made
screw.
here's what made the situation so
Shroom.
horrendous. He saw spots,
You saw spots.
like dizzy, like
Okay, was this during or after? Or
after,
so
like
after he
after
came to
it was
completion 2.5 hours later, now this motherfucker seeing spots and he
but
dizzy.
well, even during the whole
Shit, that
process,
sound like crack. That didn't sound like no damn.
So on the way to completion, he started
yeah,
seeing spots and got dizzy.
because okay,
Nigga, no.
apparently, listen, apparently,
Give me
apparently,
15 minutes that ain't
listen,
gonna kill me.
Right.
listen,
He should have.
apparently,
He should have
listen,
read the instructions.
apparently, there. Here's what's funny: you have to Google the instructions, but listen,
Damn.
Y'all
apparently,
wasn't taking time to do that.
you all have and wouldn't. Apparently, you all have a mind body connection going that says, okay, y'all have a start, a middle, and an end. This is how we gonna start. This is how I'm gonna show off. This is how I'm going to end. that does not allow for that.
He couldn't stick the landing. My man was stuck in limbo. He was like that dream where you're falling and you never hit the ground.
And
My God. At this point, all
one,
our listeners have checked out.
well, they probably went to go get them some
Mm.
because some people flirt with danger like that.
I don't. Not me. No.
Mm.
Father of 4, 1 granddaughter, happy wife. I ain't buying shit. Ain't
Well, I
nothing I
mean,
need to
you've
go pick
also
up.
been married
What
to
about
someone
what
for
about
20 years too.
what about multivitamins, Biggs? I know you're up at
Oh
that
yeah,
age.
I mean,
You gotta keep
Centrum
your
is the best
multivitamins
thing
on.
you can take.
Oh yeah, I
Centrum
take multivitamins.
Silver.
I take multivitamins. I
Now,
take
let me
biotin
ask
for
you
my skin and my
something.
hair. And
Well, let me ask you something about biotin. Do you get that flushing that most people get from the biotin?
what do you mean
Yeah, if you
flushing?
take like 5 or 7 of them,
What do you mean flushing?
she's talking
Biotin
about
has a
flushing
tendency.
weed.
No, I'm
No.
not, you criminal.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, thank you, criminal. I'm ain't about to worry about that. But you're the only one on this call worry about
Hey,
that.
Biotin has
hey,
a
marijuana
tendency
is
to
legal now,
flush.
baby. It's legal. It's legal now, so we don't have to do that shit no more.
No,
But boy, look,
biotin
I'm
has a
telling you.
tendency medically to flush the skin where you will get a flushing. You'll see kind of like red patches, kind of like what
No.
you see with
And you
niacin.
be itching like a motherfucker.
No. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe the milligrams is too high, but no, I go to vitamin shop. I get biotin from the vitamin shop.
Vitamin Shop not like the best store ever, and we
Fuck
only
yeah,
have one here, and it's in North Little Rock. But I will faithfully
dude.
go over there.
I mean, we
Shit, I'm
ain't got a
scared of
sponsorship
Biden.
by them, but I like the vitamin shop. The
I
people,
do
well, at
too.
least the two that I go to, one close to my home, one a little further away. But the people there are really knowledgeable about what they selling.
Yeah,
And they don't try to bully. I guess they're not making commission, and they're not like
I don't think they are.
what's other place starts with GNC.
I
GNC be
hate going
pushy as
there.
fuck. I hate
I
going in there.
mean,
Like
they won't
it's
go
always
away.
a
They
motherfucker
be
walking
all over
around
you.
all buffed up, looking like he missed leg day every day, and just he looked
They're
like
shaped like
fucking.
triangles.
They're shaped like fucking. What's that dude name? Johnny Bravo. Motherfucker walking around looking like Johnny Bravo.
Dance
Fucking
with me,
trying to.
mama.
Oh yeah, trying to push all this muscle milk and shit, and I'm just like, bro, all I need is something to help
Muscle
me.
milk is dangerous. I've seen people have really bad gas off of that
I'm
stuff.
just like, bro,
Ooh,
all
boy,
I'm doing,
tell me about it, boy.
I just
Look,
need something so I can keep my little energy level. I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
changed my
And
diet. I don't drink
food,
dairy. I'm fucking
well,
vitamin
dairy
D
is bad for you
deficient.
anyway.
Right.
Why is
And I'm
it,
just like,
man? There y'all go with that bullshit again.
Milk
Dairy
is
bad
bad
for
for
you.
you.
They didn't
Actually,
say that when we were growing
anything
up. Milk
white
does
is
your body
bad.
good. Pass it on. Milk does your body good. Pass it on. We grew up with that. Fuck nah, shit ain't good for
Excuse
you.
me, don't you have a problem with your digestive system right now as we speak?
No, not no more. Not
yeah.
anymore.
No,
Not
because he had
anymore.
chitlins for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Yes,
Motherfucker.
and they were delicious. Ooh,
Yeah, as
they
you
were
said, some
delicious.
stank ass noodles. Ass noodles.
Yo,
Keyword there,
yo,
ass
No,
noodles.
seasoned butt noodles.
Butt noodles. You
hey,
had booty
but
noodles. Booty
I don't
noodles.
do. Hey, y'all can call them whatever you want to call
You
them,
literally
but
ate entrails.
you can say if I ate interest, oh well. But they were cooked, and them bitches were delicious.
But
All I'm
poop
saying is,
Oh my
motherfuckers that
god, they
eat
were
chitlins, you can't
delicious.
tell them not to drink dairy. Motherfucker that would eat chitlins, you can't tell them not to drink dairy.
Yeah,
you
yeah, because
really
I eat cool
cannot.
too,
There you
dude.
go. He eat
Wait
Right,
a
coon.
minute. You eat trash pandas.
right.
Dude eat booty
You
noodles
eat
and
shrimp.
trash pandas.
You eat shrimp. You eat shrimp.
No,
Huh? What
Lying
you gonna say
ass.
now?
She knows she
I
eats
Well,
don't.
shrimp.
hold on, folks. 1 second. We have officially fucked off 20 minutes of
10
your
minutes of your
time.
time.
So let's play some music. We'll get back more discussion about booty noodles and get
Dude
your
said
hard
booty
juice
noodle.
and trash pandas. This has been first half of HoodCast 314. We ain't talked about shit. When we
We
get
ain't
back
talking
though,
about a motherfucking thing yet,
when we
no more.
get
We
back,
finna
we're gonna
talk
talk
about
about
some in
some
a minute.
news and some events,
Yeah.
some crooked cops and some more shit. All right,
Oh
y'all.
shit. Well, we'll be right back, y'all.
Hood Tech presents the HoodCast.
Give me that raw beat from Dre. Give me that raw beat from Dre. Say what you say, but give me that raw
that they can fuck with me. I spent a couple blocks down Uncle T's with the luxury of riding round with a couple cheese that the bus and squeeze. Tack that ass from the cut supreme. Watch your soully leave, nigga, please. I'm a killer, push me. Don't worry, I don't get revenge, cause bitches giving pussy. I just go and fuck her friends and take a business plan and look, we out here getting money while you wondering what it could be. These snakes talk behind your back, but homie, they behind you for a reason. Everybody want that beef shit when it's here, these niggas vegan. I've been hot for so long, you got hot just for a season. Hit the stew for the cooking, done dress, hey, we out here eating, nigga, give me
that raw beat from Jay. Give me that raw beat from Jay. Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Jay. 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 Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Jay. Give me that raw beat from Jay.
Hey, add 'em up. By Eve, I'm sending shots to your ribs. My niggas eating while you sleeping. It's a jungle out here. I bring the peace and all the peace and tell me who should I feel. It's 280 till grace. I pray that mercy is near. Got something wrong with me. Give me time to get right. I got bad bitches in my pictures. Now my bitch wanna fight. Hey, 2020's getting nearer. I can't see clear at night. I kinda lack for nothing, so I can't afford this till life. Just to be frank, I'm the mayor in every town that I ran. Niggas know I'm from the arc by the click I bring in. Boy, there's red flags, do rags, impalas, and some swishers. If that beat don't come from Dundre, ain't nobody fucking with you, nigga. Give me that.
Give me that raw beat from Jay. Give me that raw beat from Jay. Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Jay. 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 Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Jay. Give me that raw beat from Jay. Give me that raw beat from Jay. Give me that raw beat from Dre. Say what you say. Give me that raw beat from Dre. Give me that raw beat from Dre. Let me serenade, 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 serenade.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
You out here flourishing, ain't you, baby? Well, I like that. The question now is, where you going to next? And to get there, what has or hasn't changed? And I hope you find the answer.
I got the feeling that I might take off. I got the feeling that I might take off.
Yes, sir.
I got the feeling that I might take off. I got the feeling that I might take off.
Yeah. Look. Smoother than I've flown before. A brother flows with no ties to the road. My ties fall below. That's cold. Chillin', spilling from my frontal lobe. Intellects in the family. How can man be? That's bold. Mac talk. The con became the pro. Got drive, lose some friends along the road. Now I'm prepared if I feel it in the air. Said I'll leave them in the wind for whatever comes to blow. So, still the boss gonna walk that walk. Lips sealed so I caught that talk. You know, bruh, I got a river battle watching y'all ping pong. Back and forth like a League song. Upstream I'm flowing, on G I'm gone. Left the city with a ditty bop. Abs with a biddies out. Philly watch a giddy gap. For the bag, run force with a Jenny gat. Tired of them penny stacks. Now we on that, give me that. I've been at it too long. Before transparency in songs had me going ghost. Now I toast to what it is, and might as well make it look chill. Don't you know I got a luxury walk with luxury talk? I'm thinking, fluffing a scarf or dusting you off. We drinking something that's dark like nothing's tomorrow. Harmonies in discussion, no percussions involved. Cause baby, realize that these real lives keep us stressing. Real lives gotta heal laws, that's the blessing. Shoot the messenger, but never kill the messenger. And I promise both is chilling in my essence. I'm that nigga.
You got a luxury walk. They know what it is by wherever you are. But wherever you ain't, don't let them talk. It's whatever they think. Cause whatever you thought, it's only all up till that love gets lost. So whatever you do, when they all go, you gon' still be you.
Yes, 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 and yes. We have returned. Second segment of
Yes.
HoodCast 314. Back in this thing.
Back like we never left before.
Yup. World.
So
Before we say anything, I've been, neglected
Mm-hmm.
doing it when we're supposed to do it. So I'm going to say it now. World, if you would like your music played on Hood Temperatures to Hoodcast, please send us your original MP3s to thehoodcast@gmail.com. We will gladly put you in rotation. Okay,
gladly.
now, we ready now.
So let's get to some actual news instead of talking about that bullshit we was on earlier. What is happening with Terrell Owens knocking a motherfucker out?
Okay, let me explain. If you
Please do.
remember a few
Oh,
months
boy.
ago, T.O. got into it with a Karen in his neighborhood
Yeah,
and he chose to walk away.
smart
Well,
man.
this time around, he was at the CVS, which is one of my favorite places in the universe next to Tarjay. And it was this holiday weekend, he was in the CVS and he was, T.O. said that he did not, it was not captured what actually caused it. But
Of
he
course, they
said
never
that
get that part.
he
Right.
said when he entered the store, he said that a 49ers fan, which
Oh,
if you know anything about sports, you know that the 49ers and Dallas fans are,
the most
yeah.
obnoxious motherfuckers in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, they are.
they exchanged pleasantries.
Right.
And a second customer came up and made threats against the 49ers plan, and they all made their purchases and they stepped outside.
Mm-hmm.
T.O. says that he and the guy end up fighting. He was
Mm.
basically, what T.O. is saying is he basically stepped in to protect another guy.
I hope he knew
And
this other guy.
he didn't. And he said that when he walked out, that this
That was not
guy
good.
that was making threats
Mm-hmm.
approached both of us. And he said he was trying to prevent this guy from jumping this fan. He said
Okay.
he tried to de-escalate the situation. He said dude was persistent. He said I didn't want to see that happen. He said a store employee came outside and thought that the situation was calmed down, and he thought he had kept the second customer away from the first. And then next
Right.
thing you know, this irate guy who had threatened both of them swung on To,
Mm.
and
Let's take.
To missed the punch. And To doubled back. He hit the guy and slid him.
I mean, you're talking about a former professional athlete. Even in their worst shape, they're in better shape than most motherfuckers
Than most
walking around.
people.
Some of them are. Some of them are.
Some of them are, but I mean, let's be honest.
Mike Tyson
I never
said he
had
would
no
knock
respect for
somebody
Buster Douglas, but if I ran up on him, I would respect his hands.
You're right.
out.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
You know what I'm
Or
saying?
Leonard
It's Buster
Skinner,
Douglas. You got
Ferdinand
lucky in one
Skinner.
time and knocked Mike out, but I would not sleep thinking that his fat ass could not rock me if
Ferdinand
he caught me
Buster
slipping.
is so fluffy. If you look at him, he looked like he ate himself and went back for seconds, don't he?
Who, Buster? Yeah,
Yes.
Buster Douglas got out of control. But I mean, the thing about it is, man, he got that one big fat ass paycheck. He probably ate everything he wanted to eat.
Right.
But
Him
again, though, you were in condition. You were at one point in your life, you were in enough shape and condition well enough to get in the ring with Mike Tyson.
and
I don't
knock
give a
him
fuck
out.
if you were 300 pounds and all of it is around your neck. I'm
Yeah,
not fucking.
300 pounds.
I'm not fucking with nobody that was ever at professional peak level in fitness. Unless he's in a wheelchair, then I can talk shit and then roll out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not
Oh,
fucking
shit.
with no form.
As long as you don't get his hands on you, then it's over.
Where's the box? Where's the box? Where's the box?
You need a disclaimer for that.
Yeah.
I think we don't make fun of the handicapable enough on this show. We've got to really.
You know what?
Oh,
I had a
shit.
question though.
We're gonna
Speaking
start
of
getting
that,
questioned about us
y'all
not picking
listen to
on
me.
everybody. We're not equally
When
opportunities to pick on
there
us.
is a
Everybody eats.
comedian, y'all, by
Everybody
the
eats.
name of speaking of eating, there's a comedian by the name of Justin Whitehead.
Uh-huh.
And Justin, and I would love to have him on the show, and I have reached out to his people. Justin got very popular because he watches shows like Hoarders and My 600 Pound Life, and he yells at the TV. And it's hilarious. If you ever see it on Instagram or Facebook, it's
Yeah, I was
hilarious.
gonna say they ain't got social media for that shit. Just all
Yeah.
reaction shit. Yeah.
Well, he's gotten quite popular for it because he says what a lot of us are thinking, but we edit ourselves. And he brought up a very good question, actually several.
Proper home training.
Um, 600, my 600-pound life was recently filming in Little Rock. Yeah, it was bad.
Was they on South Side?
First of all, mind your business. Don't do that. But
I know who
this
fat
is
ass is on. I know who that fat
be
600
quiet.
Oh shit.
And I hate to say this, I know the person too.
I
The
bet
person
you
that's in the
do.
film, and I know
Big
her.
greasy gravy ass. Okay, go ahead. So
So looking at her,
Oh
I,
shit.
I couldn't help but to think to myself, none of these people on these shows are ever single.
What do
you're
you
right
call
about
yeah?
that. Well, you know what? It's something for everybody. So I don't judge folks.
But you know what?
I don't know who want to swim and all that, but that's their business.
Some of us can't even get a phone call back.
You got to eat 300 more pounds.
Hey, but maybe it's because they know like somebody that big, they gotta have some type of fucking assistance. See what I'm saying? Monetary assistance, to help them
I don't think they
along.
was that big though when they got married. That it happened.
And then another thing that always
And the
bothers me
person
about
that's with them
these,
really loves them, so it don't matter to them.
Or they can just let them get so big, like I know this motherfucker ain't going nowhere.
Oh, I got this insurance policy. As soon as this nigga eat the wrong chicken leg,
Yeah.
one
but
more
another
sandwich and
thing
I'm
about
paid.
that, but another thing about that too is that whenever I watch this, I always have snacks. But I don't know
You
why.
watch you watch 600-pound life with snacks.
Yeah,
You
and you know
you got
what,
the wrong
Gavin?
motivation.
But you know what? Gavin asked me the most messed up question the other night when it was on. He said, "How big do you have to get for your belly button to disappear?" He's like, "Where is her
Mm,
belly button?"
mm-mm, mm-mm.
But here's a question. I always notice that the family members of these people always seem so behooved and taken aback.
But
They
y'all
sit
been
there.
feeding them the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. They're always like, I don't know how she got this big. Yes, you
Nigga,
do.
you've been rolling in wheelbarrows of turkeys and hams and burgers, and you want to
And
know how
what
they got
got
this big.
me is the one that was filming in Little Rock called the police on her family members over
A
two
chicken
personal
leg?
pan pizzas.
Oh shit.
Oh
That's even
Lord.
worse.
She
She
like
eating
called the
two personal
police.
size pan pizzas, and they should have just
And
got her
my
two large pizzas.
and then my thing is this that killed me about the situation. They big. What can they do to you?
Oh, they can do some
No,
damage,
no, no,
goddamn
no.
it.
No, no, sir. If you're bed confined, you're not finna punk me into sitting up here getting you two large pieces and a straw for you to stick in a 2 liter of orange soda. You can scream at me all you want to. You can holler until you get strep
I mean,
throat. I'm
honestly,
not
at some
bringing
point though,
you
you
in.
gotta wonder. You can that should be negligent. Like that's abuse.
That
I
is
mean,
abuse.
you're like not helping them. You're really harming them, and you know they gonna die from that shit. You know they gonna die from that shit. But at what point when they was at, I don't know, 450, 500, somebody could have stopped them then, but you let them to get to 600? Was it because they
And
wanted to
then
be on
not
the
only
show, or
that,
was it?
how big do you have to get to where they're taking water hoses and hooking them up to the washing machine connection, and you going outside on the back deck and they are hosing you off like the elephants at the circus?
Shit.
Shit.
Why she have to say element the surface?
Oh God, damn.
Oh, I seen her do that shit before. My God.
Oh,
I
that is
mean,
fucking
this
At least,
lady in
hey,
Little Rock,
at least the
this
elephants can
lady
move and
in
lift their
Little Rock.
legs.
right. I'm wondering if the soap is not getting everywhere. That
Well,
soap.
I mean, this one lady was so big. I'm like, y'all would make out better getting a dollar worth of quarters and hitting the undercarriage button
Oh shit.
at the
Mm-mm.
car wash. Like, it would be less degrading.
To have them walk through a car wash, you think? Nah, I'd rather stand in my backyard than to get some
We can still
Rain
see
X
you.
sprayed on my ass.
Not if you have fencing that's tall enough.
She didn't.
Oh
She
lord.
had a gate. She had regular barbed wire.
And what got
She
me
had a
is
regular wire
people
fence.
people were going outside their house looking at this like they were watching a lunar eclipse.
You damn right, because you only see this shit once a blue moon when they choose to. Okay,
And
next
then
topic.
just
I can't. We can't do this.
okay.
I can't. It's disgusting. My 600-pound. I've never watched one of those shows. One because I
Don't.
I think it's exploitive as shit. I don't know how they
It
justify putting
is
it on
very
TV.
exploitive. And then what's so
Fuck
bad
yeah, it's
about it, they're
exploitive.
getting more and more African American people on there. And I keep saying that I'm done, but when you see somebody fried chicken laying in their bed,
Damn.
And don't get popped by the grease.
Oh, they getting popped. They just can't
no,
feel it.
she can't, you can't feel it.
Shit.
You
Okay,
can't.
next. All right,
That's
what
a
do we got
large
next?
surface area. That's a whole lot of real estate.
That's nasty. That's just fucking disgusting. Opioid crisis. Now,
Yes,
this is nothing new. I mean, it's
no,
opioid
it's
crisis.
not. But
It's a
Coretta,
new.
my friend that she has her own podcast as well. She sent me something today that me and her will be discussing at a later time. And it was just, of course, you guys remember me speaking about a friend of mine, Michael Kenneth Williams, who passed away.
The actor?
Um, the actor passed away from it. His posthumous film will be coming out here in the next few weeks. His very
Man,
last film that he
I
was
hated to
in.
see that guy go. He was killing the game. I mean, he was
Yeah, and I
everywhere.
mean,
Mhm.
the thing about it is that this guy legit started off modeling tour jackets in the back of Word Up magazine to being a backup dancer to being in the playing Tupac's younger brother in the movie Bullet to being on The Wire, was only supposed to be on The Wire for 7 episodes and became the most iconic character, Omar
Yep.
Little,
Yep.
then Chalky White, then
Oh,
Lovecraft
Chalky was my
Country.
shit.
Chalky was my dude, Boardwalk
Yep.
Empire.
Yeah.
And to get these films and he was considered for Django Unchained.
I can believe it. Dude was a hell of an actor.
Was
Dude
an
was a hell
excellent
of an actor.
actor and did not believe in typecasting. So to get a text message that he was gone, and this is a man who had kicked this habit and had been clean for a number of years. And I think that the stressors of his success may have caused him to go back. We don't know. We'll never know. But for him to die in that manner was saddening to me. And it
So he
affected me
died from an
deeply.
overdose.
Yeah, his heroin. They found heroin and it was.
Ooh, that dog food ain't nothing nice on the person.
Yeah, but this was not what was back to the opioid crisis because I did not want to get sidetracked. The DEA laboratory testing revealed that 6 out of 10 fentanyl lace fake prescription pills now contain a potentially lethal dose of fentanyl. So I
Fentanyl.
say that some people say fentanyl, some people say fentanyl. It depends. You have generic, you have
Right. We get it.
apples and oranges. But the thing about it
Potato,
is
potato.
that what I'm encountering with the substance abuse clientele, they're becoming younger and younger. We used to see 18 to 35. Now we're seeing anywhere as young as 12 to 18. You think you're taking a Percocet, you think you're taking a Xanax,
Right.
you think you're taking an Adderall, but it's laced with this fentanyl.
When did they
That is
start doing
in-
that? I mean, when did you start giving your customers some shit that'll kill them? That's
well,
not a good.
Shit forever.
But that's
And
not a
then every
good
damn
fucking.
thing. Hey,
I
every
mean, remember
damn
when? I
medicine
remember
that
like
they
in
put
the
on the
'80s and
thing.
everybody was doing cocaine. People wasn't dying from it from one hit. Now motherfuckers is
well, it
doing
was
two lines and dropping
recreation.
dead.
It was more of a recreational thing. It was more of a party thing.
So why? I'm
And
saying, when did they start? When did fentanyl and all whatever get introduced into like street drugs like cocaine
you know
and
what?
Xanax? When did that?
I think
And
what
what
it
was the
is,
purpose? You trying to kill everybody? It's
Come, hey,
I
my
don't even think
theory
it's
is, and being a
that.
conspiracy theorist, I think that to to drive people away from cocaine, somebody said if we make this shit deadly, they'll stop using it. Like
shit,
I
motherfuckers
seriously
be like,
doubt that
damn,
I
nigga
seriously
died for
doubt that
that
the
shit.
Colombians and the Mexicans are cutting their shit with fentanyl and sending
Well,
it
let
over
me
here.
say this. You guys have all seen American Gangster.
Right.
So you know that in American Gangster, Lucas saw something and he saw, okay, they're using this and it's strong. But what if I come up with something that's even stronger? And they stop buying this and they go to this because it's stronger. They
That's
stay
because you
high
stop cutting
longer.
this shit. He got
Right. It
it
was
from the source and
pure.
stopped cutting this shit.
It
Got
was
pure shit.
pure. It was
Right.
pure. So I think right now, um, Exactly.
People
Thank you.
gravitate towards it. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but
And we get that, but what I really believe is you got to think about and another thing too, you have to think about the culture. Kids nowadays are listening to drug addicts. We listen to drug dealers. So
that's true. That's true.
for me, I really think that what these kids are trying to do, they're trying to get higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, and
Right.
it's costing them their life.
I understand it. I get the whole idea of the kids trying to get higher and higher. But what I'm saying is, if you are a drug dealer and you're cutting your shit with something that's gonna kill people, you're killing your clientele. It doesn't make any sense.
Yo,
Yeah,
but
but how much they get paid for it though?
what I'm hearing is that it's some people that ask for that.
Mm-hmm.
They asking for shit that's gonna kill them.
Well, they asking for the strong shit and they asking for that fentanyl and shit. They
Man,
just
I don't think nobody
get caught
ever got high
slipping.
said, "I hope this shit kills me."
No, they
Unless you
don't
had
say
a
that though. But I'm just saying that it wouldn't be out there. It wouldn't be a big supply and demand for it if somebody didn't want it. You see what I'm saying?
right.
It does make sense. Like she said, they're trying to get. They want to have a stronger high because once you do a drug, see what I'm saying? You always chasing that high, that first high. You ain't gonna never get high like that before again. And
I
some
mean,
people
because
be
your
smoking
tolerance
so
goes up.
fucking
I get
much.
it. I get
See
it.
what I'm saying? They smoke so much or shoot up so much to where shit
Drink
they're
so
immune
much.
to.
Right. They drink so much. I get it. I understand that part. But
Mhm.
what again though? Again, that's the user perspective. I'm talking about from a business perspective. If you're selling a product that kills the
I
customers,
mean,
eventually
business
you
wise,
run
it's a
out of
horrible idea.
customers. You run out of customers.
Yeah,
You're in
about that.
you in Little Rock, and you fuck around and kill everybody that do cocaine, and now you're sitting there with cocaine
With nobody to
that you
buy
can't sell because
it.
ain't nobody buying it because they all died. And then the
Right.
people who that used to do cocaine, they stopped doing cocaine because they realized, hey, people dying from cocaine, so let me stop doing it. So
Right.
now you got one half that won't do it because they don't want to die. You got the other half that died, and now you sitting there with dope you can't sell. That don't make any sense to me.
But I'm gonna say this: heroin has really is really on a rise.
It's
The
been on the
youth,
rise. It's been.
no, it was always a thing. Baltimore, New York, Louisiana, but now you're seeing it more and more. Texas, Arkansas, California, um, Illinois. You're starting to see way more heroin addicts than what you
That's
used to.
crazy. That's
And I'm
crazy.
gonna say this: a female heroin addict is by far one of the most worst. Is the one of the worst things I have ever laid eyes on.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I
I mean,
don't either.
I ain't never
Especially
been
what it does to their
no
body, man.
junkie.
I mean, like I see heroin
You're,
addicts all
and
the
you're right. It
time.
was a northern thing. Facebook user. You're absolutely correct. It was a northern thing. It
I
used to
could,
be a northern thing.
I see them all day, every day, and I'm like, wow. I understand, like, especially if you shoot up. Once you get it, you hook. You see what I'm saying? But I'm like, oh, it fucks their body up, man. You be seeing how they be slumped over. There be some people that ain't even smoking
Diabetes.
no more. They slumped over.
Oh, the
Like they
effects are
looked on the
long term.
ground
I worked with a heroin addict at a restaurant one time, and we worked in the kitchen together. And my man's hands was so swollen they look like Mickey Mouse fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not
How they
gonna go
draw the
away.
hands on the characters. His hands were swollen like one of his fingers looked like three of mine. They was ridiculous. And so we used to have to cut chicken. One day we cutting chicken. This motherfucker cut his hand and blood squirted across all the fucking chicken we had cut.
Oh, that's
So of
nasty.
course the owner immediately was like, "We gotta throw all that shit away." Like, yeah, of course, can't wash it, can't do it. Got to throw all this shit away. And so then I was like, my man, you get fired. You know what I'm saying? They took him to the doctor, whatever. They stitched his hand up. They cut his finger real deep. Da-da-da-da. This motherfucker was back at work the next day, high as a kite.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yo, my man, you just damn
But
near
you
cut your
almost lost a
finger
finger.
off,
Yeah, he didn't. It didn't
and
matter.
you back in here high as a motherfucker."
He's working for his high.
So I immediately was like, "Yeah, first of all, put the cleaver down. You go do some dishes, bro, and I'm gonna go talk to the manager." So I talked to the manager, and I was like, "Yo, we can't work with this dude. It's just too dangerous. My man is a junkie. I get it. Y'all hiring these cats off the street to do this,
And it's cheap.
yeah, cheap labor. Motherfucker work for $5 an hour, you paying him on $20 a day type shit, $40 a day, and he going right out getting high with it. We had one cat that would come into the restaurant and would be like, "Yo, let me give him a check. I'll be right back." And the owner would be like, "No, I get this motherfucker's check. He ain't coming back. He's gonna go get high for the rest of the day. He's not coming back." So I used to hold his money to the end of the day and then pay him at the end of the day, so he'd go get high overnight and then come back in. And he would be there spot on 6 a.m. because we had to get ready for lunch.
You know, we go. As a functional addict.
Yo, he was a functional addict. He was on crack. Other dude was on heroin. Dude that was on heroin didn't last long. I mean, it was tearing his veins and shit up. You know what I'm saying? His veins was fucked up. The dude that was on crack though, was crazy part was everybody worked there, had a lot of love for him, showed him a lot of care. Slowly, my man got his shit together.
Yeah.
He got his shit together.
With a heroin addict, you know, they're shooting up, they end up with a condition in their veins known as phlebitis, where that vein literally burns out. Nothing flows through it. And I mean, I have taken care of heroin.
That's why his hands were so fat, because his blood flow was fucked up.
The blood flow. And I mean, where they could tell you where to stick them. We had a girl, we had to put IVs in her feet.
Damn.
And that shit don't feel good.
And she was by this time, she was in hospice care. So imagine you have an IV running between your toes. And she was every bit of maybe 80 pounds. 45, maybe 50-year-old woman.
And then another messed up part about the heroin is you can't just quit that cold turkey, especially if you've been on it for
you're going to become very ill. You will become deathly ill. And the detox for a heroin addict is hell on earth. I mean, once you come down from the shaking and the seizures and this, that, and third, you're going to sleep for days at a time.
Wow. So our Facebook user said fentanyl 1 gram of a sweet and low package would kill an adult. Apparently they teach Narcan all day. It's used to put elephants to sleep. That's fucking insane. So you're telling me the size of a sweet and low package, the same size that you put in your coffee, is enough to kill an adult?
Yeah. Take that shit to the head.
So how much are they fucking putting in the coke when niggas are sniffing that shit?
Probably that much. So probably a brick.
Damn.
I mean this has become dangerous because guess what? They're putting it in marijuana now.
What? So you better be buying your shit from a fucking dispensary, not buying it on the street.
Yo, I trust my dude. I trust my dude. Best believe.
Man, that's crazy, man. All right, so anyway, we got our fentanyl, we got our knocked out motherfuckers. J-Mac, you ready to play some music?
Yep.
Come back.
Yep. So
we're talking about HoodCast going into 2023.
A lot of different changes, a lot of changes, y'all. A lot of changes.
Changes going on. Change is good. Let's play some music, J-Mac. All
right. We shall be right back. Hold on. Let me gotta do a couple of things here. We'll be right back, world.
It's time to remix one of my classics. I said the music game loud enough. Pump up the volume. Turn it up. Come on. Pump up the volume. I said the music game loud enough. Pump up the volume. Louder. Pump up the volume. I said the music ain't loud enough. Pump up the volume. Turn it up. Come on.
Just a little bit.
I said the music ain't loud enough.
Yeah, sound good.
Hey, yo, Priest, where you at?
Listen, from the bowels of slave ships, poetry raised the fists. In D.C. they slice niggas, give them lines like K-Swiss. I emerged from that rubble with good trouble. John Lewis, we fluid. Now we travel amongst the stars like Hubble. Pump bass through the Alpine, that EQ prejudice. Very thump below 100 hertz, keeping me relevant. Priest the nomads, the name hit your city like acid rain in June. When you hear it, nigga, y'all famous cheese, screwing each other over for the rap race. DJ Cool Rock stadiums, y'all scratching in cafes. We true to the nucleus of hip hop, we own it. So if you hear a wiki, bitch nigga jam on it. Yeah, we know. On the track team demo, so much weed on them, we had the camouflage in a green Renault. Through that sunbeam window, they watching me with disdain. Man, I pump that shit louder, make them say my name.
Music get loud enough.
Come on, pump up the volume.
Come on.
Pump the volume.
Yeah, the music ain't loud enough.
Pump up the volume.
Turn it up. Come on.
DMV with whack.
The music ain't loud enough.
Pump the volume.
Pump the volume.
That's the music ain't loud enough. Hands up, one time. Yeah, for so many years, see none of y'all promoters was getting with me. Now my composition book slaying niggas like Mississippi. Now y'all eating crow like Jim. Your whole life spans. That lady singing the shooter, so that hoe can't win. We locked into the game plan. My third eye vision reflect off the sun like some Ray-Bans. Y'all know the culture is safe hands. All state, nah, that's the good hands. We the new brand. Verse classic, etched in your memory like some new brand. Cool where you at? Slim, I get you. That's the motherfucking DC bat signal. We with you. DMV want the smoke, Slim. Y'all know how we get down from the city where they pack 4 pounds and flip your chest muscles upside down. That's what we pack the fire for. Plus my mind stay deeper than iron ore. The lion roars in that mic booth. We speak truth in tune for your spirit when you hear it, nigga. I said the music ain't loud enough.
Pump up the volume.
Pump up the volume.
Pump the
I said the
volume.
music ain't loud enough.
Pump up the
Turn it
volume.
up. Come on, come on.
You got y'all motherfuckers on
I said the music ain't loud enough.
Pump the volume.
Louder, louder.
Pump
No man.
the
I said the
volume.
music ain't loud
See
enough.
demo. Pump the
Turn
volume.
it up. Let's go one time. Woo, one time for Priest and No Man. One time for hip hop. Get your hands in the air if you love hip hop as much as we do. Somebody say ho.
Come on.
Say ho. Ho.
Yeah, yeah.
Say ho.
Come on. Pump up the volume.
Somebody scream real loud. Let's go. Pump up the volume.
Hip hop is what we do, nigga.
Louder, louder. Music ain't loud enough, man. Come on.
We gon' stay true.
Go get some bounce on, man. Let's go DJ Cool, Priest and No Man.
Yeah. Pump the volume. It's for the culture.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
It's crazy how you can give somebody your all and you expect the same in return. But in return, you get violated, you get disrespected. It's crazy. Because next thing you know, bridges getting burned. You did me filthy, that's a fact, and I can't live with that. I held you down, you held me back, do you remember that? Should've took my own advice, why I get attached? Put in effort to get me, and then you switch on black. Now I'm going through trying everything to get me back. The way you should've felt for me is how you felt for scrap. Dump your texts and your calls to wanna interact. Told you I'd be good regardless, baby, check the stats. Yeah, you played me lesson learned and plus our bridges burn. You chose the wrong direction, now you want another turn. You doing bad, yeah, that's bad, but it's not my concern. You get the energy you give and the things you deserve. I'm a king that need the queen, I know it's gonna ride. Keep it real, no deception, got no time for lies. I'm a king that need the queen, I know it's gonna ride. Keep it real, no deception, got no time for lies.
And baby, when it all falls down, who you gonna call on now? Yeah, you gon' get what you deserve. And once you know that bridge is burned, the bridge is burned. You will never cross me no more. That bridge is burned. That bridge is burned.
You a joke, I see your post, you want attention, huh? Tell the truth, don't play no victim, shorty, give it up. You hurting right as far as life, just know I live it up. I got a queen, so I'm never down, cause she built me up. The little things count to her, ain't gotta give her much. No combo the size, always got my number one. If I need it without a question, she get it done. Wanted something real, but I can see you with just having fun. Gave my all, tell me why you couldn't give me half of that. Gave it to the next, but with me, you was stashing that. Blocked all my love, but with the next, you being passionate. Fall for my sucker, I level up, I ain't having that. Blocked all my love, but with the next, you being passionate. Fall for my sucker, I level up, I ain't having that. You want me, I don't want you to stop jacking it. You want me, I don't want you to stop jacking it.
Baby, when it all falls down, who you gonna call on now? Yeah, you gon' get what you deserve. And once you know that bridge is burned, the bridge is burned. You will never cross me no more. That bridge is burned. That bridge is burned.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Billy got it bumping.
Yo, we have returned. We are back. Third and final segment of HoodCast number 314.
Sorry
We're
about that.
back.
Clear my throat there a bit.
Yeah,
So,
right. We have returned, world. We back. HoodCast, baby. HoodCast.
if you're following the trailer on the bottom of the screen, submit your music, email original MP3s only to the hoodcast@gmail.com.
Yep. So,
Jen,
world,
wake up, Jen. Wake up, Jen.
Wake on up.
No, I was just sitting here waiting for y'all to come back in.
We sitting there like Jen laid out up there.
I know. I'm gonna be laid out in a minute too, boy.
I went in the kitchen to clean up after dinner, so.
Oh, so trust me. Tell me. I want to know, how long does the leftovers last? When do y'all throw out the leftovers? I got a 3-day rule in my house.
That stuff went out Saturday.
Saturday,
it was
3 days. It got to go.
Yeah.
But you know what? There were people who bought dressing to work today. I'm like, y'all nasty.
Them niggas gonna have some diseases.
Sure. What I did when I made a lot of dressing, I just froze half of it.
Right.
Unless it was frozen and you reheated it, then yeah. See, somebody said they barely had any.
Now check this out. So I got invited to a dessert social. One of my clients hit me up and was like, "Yo, come to the office, see everybody," because everybody's been working remotely.
You had me at dessert,
and they like, "Yeah, we having a dessert social," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So they hit me up. They was like, "Yo, come to our dessert social." Their client, they wanted to invite me, and I was like, "Okay, bet, I want to come." And so then they sent me the details. It's a, I thought it was a catered dessert social. It's a potluck dessert social.
Okay, why not?
Oh no, my brother. Let me tell you something.
They had this whole butthole on their stove. Nope.
And exactly. And it's so crazy because
and it was raisins. It was something involving raisins.
Hey, that sounds stupid to say they're gonna have raisins stuff in
it. they're clients, but they're whatever. And
raisins.
Yeah, there's gonna be some raisins in the potato salad, and I'm just like, yo, I can't fuck with y'all dessert.
No.
And so now I got this dilemma. So tomorrow I'm supposed to go to this corporate happy hour thing that I got in mind.
Yeah, I go to drink.
So like this every year around this time I get these invites from different clients, customers throughout the year, whatever. And folks, you do good work with people, they invite you to come out and meet the staff and I'm like, all right. So I get this invite for the dessert thing. And then the details come. So then I respond with, yeah, sure, I'll try to make it. I'm not gonna say no, because be honest, they help pay for the car I'm leaning on right now. So I don't want to say no. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be there. You know how you be in a room full of folks and there's people like I one of my coworkers, former coworkers, I'll say, he taught me this little trick. He's like, man, what you do is you go in, you go to the piece of cake, you look for the cake that's obviously store-bought. You cut a nice big slice. Yeah, he's like, you cut a nice big slice.
And you walk around with it on your plate.
And you hold that motherfucker for the whole event. And I thought he was bullshit until I went to this thing with him. And it was an office thing. And my man was like, that's the store-bought. That's the giant jar, man. Boom, got the piece. I got my piece. And we literally sit there.
Yeah,
and every now and then, he would like scoop off a little bit and like flick it in the garbage. He wasn't even eating it. He was like,
you pass by at random and just flick.
Flick it in the garbage. My man got a whole technique for going to corporate events and not to insult nobody. But he's like, yeah, if it ain't a restaurant, if it's some in-office potluck shit, he was like, I don't eat shit because you don't know how people be living. And then it's always the person who's got like pictures of all their cats and pets and shit all around their desk is the one that's bringing some shit.
Oh damn, dude.
And
I was
so,
gonna say I cook anything. Hey, I'll make a plate and put it in the microwave.
but but the thing is,
Nuke it.
nobody wants to hurt their feelings, so they don't want them. You know, they'll bring like 2 big trays of
Oh,
shit. So people are scooping this shit, but they're not eating it. And I'm noticing, I'm like, okay, nobody's actually eating. I see people shitting in that thing. So
I'm
I
sorry.
kind
I'm
of
not
elbow my
eating
man. I'm
it.
like,
I'm not
yo, is
eating
this
any
like a
heavenly
standard
casserole.
practice? And he's like, yo, bro, we always do this. Like, you know, because he actually works in the office with these folks. And he's like, yo, we always do this because, you know, so-and-so always trying to bring some shit to get us to eat. But she got pictures of cats and shit all over the place. She come to work, she got cat fur on her coats and all this. So we know the cats is everywhere. So we don't eat shit she bring here. We just slowly throw it in the garbage to not hurt her feelings.
There was a lady that I worked
okay.
with who used to take off work. There's a lady I used to work with who used to take off work when her cats was sick.
Oh, I got one better than that.
Like her cat died. They sent her flowers. There was
Well,
a
I can see
card
that.
passed around,
I can see
signed for her,
I can
and
see that.
she would leave like cat hair all over the office.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
But guess what? She had 7 of them.
That's even more
Probably what
disgusting.
it
Well,
is.
I'll tell you
I mean,
one better.
how you say it's disgusting big when cats are cleaner than dogs? They clean themselves constantly.
But they leave
like
their hair
to
every
hurt
fucking where.
people.
They leave
I mean,
their
dogs
hair
do too.
every goddamn
No,
where.
sir.
I'll have none of that.
Shit, that's a goddamn lie. You got a dog, you gonna have some shady dog hair. Some
I don't have
motherfucker
no
will.
animals.
Not like a cat.
Everything
It
with hair in my
depends.
house walk on 2 legs.
Every animal sheds. Even we shed. Every animal shed. So you gonna have fucking dog
Yes,
hair,
but
cat hair.
I'm not sitting on a stove, and I use the toilet, and I bathe daily.
Hey,
Okay.
I'll tell you. Listen to this. Buddy of mine we was in school together at Howard. He needed money for tuition. He was short. Right, he got his student loan money, blah, blah, blah. He called home and asked for money. I think I told the story before. His mom told him, and I quote, "The dog needs a blood transfusion, so I'm not going to be able to send you the money for school," because she had to pay for the dog to get a blood transfusion. I'm not lying. I told him, I was like, your mama don't love you. He was in his 3rd year of school. My man was pre-med and some more shit.
And
super
that's not
student.
cheap.
Not cheap at all. His labs and shit cost more than my whole tuition. This motherfucker has
because he has
books
like
was
I mean, you know that dog is part of the family. You know, see what I'm saying? I mean, we can't fathom it though, but
listen.
I'm like, this man trying to be a doctor and you trying to get a dog a blood transfusion.
Miles or Gavin called me and said, "Mom, I needed something," Ace is just gonna be dead.
Dog gonna be short. I'm sorry. My man is in school to be a doctor, and you telling him you can't send him money because you're getting a blood transfusion for the dog. I was like, you should have went to school.
Which is gonna be super expensive. Most likely, it's gonna be double what it is for a human.
You should have told him that you was going to school to be a veterinarian so you could take care of the dog. Maybe she should have sent the money. I don't know.
Hey, I was thinking about that shit because I'm like, damn, dude. As much as these procedures and this medicine and the uptake of a dog costs, veterinarians be getting paid, bro. And they ain't waiting on no Medicaid checks or none of that. They get their money up front. Shit.
Dude, I love dogs.
No, there is a such thing as pet insurance.
I just can't see the expense of a pet right now. If you're a family of 4, 5, or 6 like mine, family of 6, and you got a pet, dude, your money got to be long because kids cost enough. But a dog,
that's what I was just gonna say. But if you have a kid, me personally,
if you have how many kids, I have though.
How many dogs you got?
3.
Yep, we're not eating at your house anyway. Jen, you can't bring nothing to the potluck with you and your 3 dogs.
First of all, Ace, Diesel, Sweetie are not indoor animals.
That's a rarity.
Right.
Well, no, that's not true. You're in Arkansas. So, yeah, we keep dogs outside in Arkansas.
Right.
Yeah. Now, folks up north, they have dogs be in a 1-bedroom apartment, got the nerve to have a dog in there with them.
But at the same time, but you got to think about something. They're pit bulls. So in the state of Arkansas, they have to be fixed, they have to be microchipped, and they have to be registered.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's this dude with a Scooby-Doo dog, a Great Dane, in a 1-bedroom. This mud. That motherfucking dog their dog is bigger than a human.
That's like having another person living with you.
You got on your elevator.
Huh?
It's a guy in your complex that got on the elevator with a Great Dane.
That's
That
what I'm
dog,
talking about.
that dog stands up. That dog is taller than you and me and you see eyeball to eyeball.
But yeah.
So the dog ain't
What
very
she
tall,
say?
is what you're saying.
No, the dog stands to be
Hell,
about 7 feet,
motherfucker. Hell. Ha ha
and you
ha.
you sniggling like you clear 6 feet. You don't.
Who,
Who?
me?
Yeah, Biggs in
It,
6 feet.
Biggs, I'm 6'1", darling.
Yeah, but you're old and shrinking.
No, I ain't shrinking. Ain't nothing shrinking around here. No shrinkage. No shrinkage going on.
Hey,
So I work out every day, so I don't shrink. I need to keep that. I need to keep that 1 inch on both ends.
you stupid. Well, we came to the end of this show. But
Oh,
before
It's
by
we go,
time for
bereavement.
the random statements.
before we do random statements,
Oh
it's that
God.
time of year. Happy holidays. It's Christmas. So, this December is this month, this weekend. So it's about time for that Best of Hood cast,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be kind of different this year because, this is the first time, that we're doing the video.
Ah, yes. You got a long
But,
editing to do.
yeah, the way I want to do it, I don't know if we have enough time, but I've thought that we're going to have two parts, since, we have, a lot
Best of
of,
1 and 2.
yep, that's the 1 and 2, We're going to have them on the 26th and the 29th.
Bet.
The last week of December.
Yeah, we usually take off for December
Yep,
and get the fuck out of here.
pretty
So
much.
26 and 29.
I want to do a Christmas hood cast though.
But I want to tell all our listeners, if you have someone or if you want to be a guest, if you know an artist, a comedian, a community activist, whatever, please contact us at thehoodcast@gmail.com and
Yep.
refer us because we're looking for new interviews going into the new year. We're going to start booking them out at the top of the year, January. We're going to start booking our new interviews. Of course, we're going to be bringing back some of our favorites are going to be in. We're going to have a Funk Lab fam. They're going to come through and let us know about the new singles they got going on. Our boy Tim Cushing, he's raring to go. So we're going to have Tim coming back in January. So we'll be doing our crime beat, talking about them dirty cops. Speaking of dirty cops, we didn't talk about them, but we'll talk about them on the Thursday show. The ones with their fake investigations in New York. Let's get to these random statements, though, y'all.
All right, who's first?
Let Methuselah go.
Oh, see, always with that ageism. I don't understand that. It's so cruel.
Right.
And
she ain't no young chick.
Thank you.
I'm the youngest one on here.
So,
yeah. So you should hope to get to be this age.
Right.
I probably will.
All right, Biggs.
Anyway, my random statement is don't make New Year's resolutions. Stop lying to yourself.
Praise God.
What?
No New Year's resolutions.
Oh, praise God.
Make the change.
Hey,
let us see the change in you. Don't tell us what you're gonna do. Show us what you're gonna do.
Hey, that was gonna be like the I had an idea like the first HoodCast we came back in January. Instead of us doing random statements, we were gonna do New Year's resolutions.
No, sir, I don't do those.
Well, let me do my random statement next.
Join.
World, try to at least drink a half a gallon of water a day.
At least 8 glasses.
Half a gallon of water.
Do that.
Let me just
I can't do that gallon shit.
Wait a minute. Let me put a medical disclaimer in this.
Oh, snap. What the hell?
You're supposed to drink half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 174 pounds, you should drink half of that in ounces of water.
Per
day.
God damn, that's a lot of water, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
I know.
But
when are you supposed to work?
But it's clinically sound. Get you a hydromate, start at 8 a.m. or whatever time you wake up, and try.
No, I get 8 glasses a day myself. I start my morning off with a room temperature glass of water.
And you're supposed to drink water at room temperature.
Yep.
I mean, 87 ounces. If you weigh 174 pounds, you're drinking 87 ounces of water. It's not that bad.
What happened when you weigh 243 pounds?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's a lot of goddamn water.
You have to drink half of that. I mean, when I look at what I weigh now and the amount of water that I drink daily, I'm actually drinking more than half.
How much you drink?
I'm drinking 74 ounces, but I only require 67 and a half.
So y'all do the math. Figure out how much Jen weigh right now.
I'm little.
All right,
all
little
in- it's
lady,
all in the cheeks and lips.
you're the last one.
Don't believe everything you think.
Damn, don't believe everything you think. I
Don't
thought
believe
she was gonna
everything
say
you think.
everything you hear, but she said
Don't
everything
believe
that you
everything
think.
you think.
Yes.
Sometimes we stand in our own way. Don't believe everything
Yes,
you
we
think.
do. Yes, we do. I know.
Yes.
How many
Especially when
times you
you're
spit up?
eating butt flavored
It is
noodles.
now
Booty
time.
noodles.
But
Get ready. Get
what?
ready. Do it.
All right, y'all. Let's get out of here.
We shall see y'all Thursday.
Peace.
Yes. Everybody have a very good day.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast. HoodTech presents the HoodCast.